You're listening to Not Another Radio Show. Great chat, great tunes with Kevin Dunn.
I'll walk down the street and everyone's a I'll get on the bus and everyone's a I'll go to work in a shop, everyone's a because everyone's a even I'm a big fat. That was Australian punk rock outfit, The Lozenges. Now, I've been getting messages of complaint about that one. I'll be honest, I pressed play, then dashed down to Greg's. So what I'm saying is I didn't really hear the song. All I know is a song about meeting up on Tuesday, isn't it? I mean, you know what, Simon? Well, it says on the title here, on the CD, here it says, see you next. Right, okay, yeah, I get it now. Right. Apologies about that. Simon's been going crazy with the bleep button, apparently. So, yeah, right, Simon. Right. You pressed a button a few times. Wow, big deal. Oh, yeah, you're amazing. I tell you what, there's not many heroes left, are there?
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
No, I'm not in the mood for it now, Simon. Right, on with the show. Sorry, listeners, a bit of a domestic. Right, if you've just joined us, you're listening to Not Another Radio Show with me, Kevin Dunn. It's a new year. It's an opportunity for a new you. It's a fresh start as we look ahead now with positivity and optimism and motivated, until the novelty wears off and you fall back into your old habits. That's what today's show is all about. It's about a new start, new you, I guess. That's what our guests are all about. And we're taking your calls today. So, what's your New Year's resolution?
Kevin wants to hear from you. So call now on 0800 800 1539 191522. Calls cost £38, 72 pence per minute. So remember to ask the bill payer's permission. This is Not Another Radio Show.
On the line, we've got Cheryl. Hello, Cheryl. Tell us, what's your New Year's resolution?
Well, I'm going on a diet, Kevin. I've got to get beach body ready for my summer holiday.
Oh, yeah. Right. You've got a holiday booked, have you? Right. Hold on. There you go. That's better, isn't it? You've got a holiday.
I have, yeah. Sand, sea, sun, beautiful people, exotic food, muscly, hunky men. I can't wait.
Right. Where are you off to?
Rill. I got a bargain holiday off teletext.
Really?
Yeah, I know. I didn't even think teletext was still a thing.
No, I mean, going to Rill. Wasn't it voted the worst seaside resort in the UK?
Were it?
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Pull it up, Simon. You what? Yeah, I bloody know the internet's slow. Use your phone then. Just Google it. There you go, Sim. Right, well, just forget it then, Simon. I mean, how are we supposed to be a UK equivalent, right, of Joe Rogan and his mate Jamie, right, if we can't even get the basics right? Yeah, I know you do a lot of other things. You pushed the bleep button a few times. Amazing. It's not going above and beyond, Simon.
Well,
you need to let it go.
Can I just ask for a song then?
Bloody hell. Sorry, you're still there, Cheryl?
Well, yeah, can I ask for a song though while I'm here?
Yeah, of course you can.
Well, can you play anything, just anything, by ABBA, please?
No. Thank you, Cheryl. Enjoy your holiday to Rill. But whatever you do, stay out of the water. Thanks to the Tories, the amount of sewage going into the sea now. I mean, I've heard horror stories. I've got one pal, right, Derek. He's into that open water swimming. So he goes into the sea sometimes. Last time he went into the sea, when he came out, he'd got the shits. No, literally, he managed to catch some turds in the netted pockets of his swimming shorts. Yeah. He also had, diarrhea and he was violently sick. Mind you, it's a speedy way to lose weight, isn't it? So if you're behind schedule with your weight loss goals, by the time you get to Rill, consider getting your swimming cosy on and take a dip, Cheryl, Anyway, if we've got a song, if you're at the start of your journey to weight loss, this song's for you.
Down in the city, night is a wire. Steaming in the
told him, I said, listen, 38's a bit old to get circumcised, but he said he had to because his willy resembled a wizard's sleeve. What? Bloody hell, can we not just get a red bulb? Welcome back, dearest listeners. There's a lot going on about toxic masculinity, what it means to be a man. Should you be a gentleman? Should you open the door for someone? Or are you actually just being a patronising pig and part of the dominating patriarchy that oppresses the females of the species? This section is for the men, and it'll also be an eye-opener for the ladies too, I'm sure. Now, before you feminists with your hairy armpits start writing in complaining, oh, what about women? Why are you focusing on men? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, Radio 4 has got Woman's Hour, right? You don't see blokes kicking up a fuss, do you? And that's because it's in our genetics to not really give a shite. All right, got bigger things to worry about. All right, so wind your neck in and shave your armpits. So, today we welcome in the studio my next guest. He's an influencer. He's regularly fighting for the masculine social dynamics, and he can be seen on social media giving advice to men, running workshops, and more recently, he's self-published a book on Amazon about how to be an alpha. Welcome to Not Another Radio Show, Max Alpha.
Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, it's great to be here.
You're all right on that chair, aren't you?
Yeah, all good, brother.
We'll probably get into the details of what you do and your book shortly, but shall we just jump straight into this now so you can show our listeners how you guide and indeed inspire young men to better themselves?
Sure. Let's get into it, yeah.
Right, on the line, we've got a fella on the phone who's seeking your advice. Now, he doesn't want to be revealed as his, doesn't want to give his full name, wants a bit of anonymity. So he's going to use his online gaming name, which is Obliterator. Obliterator. We've got to take that serious, have we? Right, okay. Right. Obliterator. Oh, whatever. Right. Are you there, Obliterator?
Hello, all right.
Right, quite softly spoken, considering you're the Obliterator. Right, you're here with Max Alpha, so tell us your predicament.
Well, I've been married now for about 3 years, and I've noticed that my wife, she's always telling me what to do, and she don't like what I'm wearing, and she's telling me to change my clothes, before we go out, and she's always telling me to put the toilet seat down, and also recently, I'm a keen amateur painter, and I painted John Lennon because he's one of my heroes, and but she wouldn't let me hang it up because she said he looked like Jimmy Savile.
This sounds like a classic case of betabatization, yeah.
What?
Betabatization.
Right, you've made that word up, haven't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Is when you start off as a masculine energy in the relationship, yeah. But by 1,000 cuts, you're what I call being betabatized. You lose that masculine dominant position in the relationship and you become an incel.
What's an incel?
Yeah, it's involuntarily celibate.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Married then, basically. Yeah.
Because, hey, yeah, when the relationship began, yeah, she hooked you in, right? Am I right? Yeah. You had incredible, intense, animalistic sex, am I right? Yeah. You're ripping clothes off. You're doing that sexy bailing. The neighbors are calling the cops because of the screaming, yeah. And I don't mean those screams of ecstasy. Oh, no. I'm talking about your screaming too, yeah. You're howling like the horny dog you are, yeah. Am I right? Huh? Yeah. Dude, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, not sure if I believe that, to be fair.
And then over time, through betabatization, you get eroded into a pathetic mess, yeah, who needs to phone into a radio show calling himself Obliterator, yeah, because that's the identity you hide behind when you're online, yeah, playing your Xbox, yeah, shooting 10-year-olds, yeah, it's pathetic.
Right, that's not fair, right? Because some of those 10-year-olds, they're like pro gamers. They give as good as they get,
What do you do for a living, obliterator?
I'm in the armed forces.
Right, which one? What's your position?
I'm a cleaner at the RAF museum.
Thank you for your service, brother, yeah.
Yeah, I don't actually think he's, actually a member of the armed forces. Look, I'm an ex-careers advisor. I know these things. All right, if he's going into battle, it's with a mop and some sillet bang.
What's your wife do?
She's a teacher.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. I used to work with them. Very clicky. I can understand. Yeah, wouldn't let me use, the coffee in the staff room because I said I wasn't a proper teacher. It's a teaspoon of Kenko, Janice. You're just a drama teacher. Don't get snarky with me.
'Cause she's used to bossing little kids around, yeah, and she's keeping that energy and bringing it home to you, yeah. Listen, let's look at the positives, okay? Yeah, you're aware of what's going on, yeah. You've had that alpha awakening, and you can learn all about that in my book, Alphabetized, yeah, available on Amazon now.
Can I just interrupt there? You've called it alphabetized.
Yes, the opposite of alphabetized. It's the awakening and process of becoming an alpha, yeah.
Yeah, it's also about putting things in alphabetical order, isn't it?
What?
Never mind, crack on.
But listen, here's the thing, obliterator, yeah, you're still a bailer. You said your wife tells you what to wear. Let me tell you a story, yeah. I was attending an event and my now ex-wife said I had to wear a suit. It was like 40 degrees outside. I said, I'm not wearing a suit. No, I'll wear shorts. I'm gonna wear a nice string vest, yeah. She said, you can't wear that. I said, get off my case, woman. I'm a goddamn man. I wear what I want, when I want, what I want, when I want, how I want, yeah, because I'm a man. Yeah.
Yeah. Self-centered.
So I went wearing a vest and shorts, and everyone else was too hot, yeah, but not me. Oh, no. I'm one of the 6 people carrying my father-in-law's coffin, but I was the most comfortable, yeah. I was cool. I was the most man. I was max alpha, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm just trying to picture that.
I'm telling the truth, brother.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you are, but I'm just trying to picture you as a pallbearer because I imagine that unless the others were like,
What?
Never mind.
You see what half of people don't understand?
Let me guess, the female half.
Yeah, that women have a smaller brain.
Good help us now. Right, I just need to clarify, these are Max's views. They're not my views. They're not views of the show. So, Max, you mentioned the ex-wife. Are you married again? Or are you in a relationship?
I've been divorced twice. And now I'm a lone wolf.
Right.
Yeah, a lone wolf on the savannah, yeah, and I'm good with that.
Right, so, genuine question. Are you really in a position to give marriage advice?
I know these things, brother.
Right. So can you just summarise for us then? What should the obliterator, I can't believe I'm using that name, obliterator, what should he do in your opinion?
You see, the obliterator's problem is that his mindset, he's got it all wrong, yeah. He's too busy aiming to be an average man. You do not want to be an average man. No. I am not an average man.
You're below average height for a start, aren't you?
What?
Nothing.
Obliterator, trust me, brother. Get yourself divorced, yeah. Unleash that inner lion, yeah. You gotta buy my book. You gotta sign up for my courses. Yeah, you can get yourself over to Thailand to bag yourself a chick boy, yeah.
How was that, obliterator? Was that helpful?
I've got to go. All right. Ta-da.
Okay, well, we've got someone on the Zoom shortly, and you'll be demonstrating one of your consultations with them, won't you? So that'll be interesting. But in the meantime, let's take a little break. Let's have a song.
Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" baller. I wish I was like 6'9" so I can get with Leoshi, cause she don't know me, but yo, she's really fine. You know, I see her all the time, everywhere I go, and even in my dreams, I can scheme a way to make her mine. Wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" baller. I wish I was a little bit taller, I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good, I would call her. Wish I had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6'4" baller.
Welcome back. I've been asked to say publicly that song I just played was definitely not a pop at Max's height. There, happy now?
Yeah.
Right. Good. On the Zoom, we've got Chris. Welcome to Not Another Radio Show, Chris. How can Max help you?
Hi, Kevin. I'm struggling to meet anyone. I just don't seem to be able to attract women. And I don't understand why, because I'm kind of a high-value man.
Whoa, hold on there. Hold on. You don't look like no high-value man. Tell me now, how much you make a year?
£22,000 a year plus birthday money.
You gotta be earning 6 figures minimum, yeah. And that's not all. You don't look like the kind of guy the bitches wanna be swiping right on, yeah. You hear me, yeah. Look at you. You got like a feminine face,
Right.
You look like you're trying to grow a beard. You look like you had the sticky face and then you fell face first into a vacuum cleaner bag.
Oh, dear.
You look weak. The most aggressive thing about you is your forehead. You're losing your hair. You gotta shave that shit off. How much you weigh?
About 9 stone.
In pounds.
I could look it up.
Pull that up, Simon.
Whatever, that don't matter. No matter. You gotta put on some muscle because you're looking skinny. Get down the gym. Yeah. Get some testosterone supplement. I can sell you some. I got supplements.
Yeah.
You can join the dojo. Become lethal.
You haven't asked about his height.
The height's not that important. You gotta enhance that drip. Yeah, you dress like your mother buys your clothes.
Right.
She's dressing you to look like your dad. You look like a skinny, balding, no beard, 60-year-old man. Look at you.
I happen to think that's quite a nice cardigan.
Thank you, Kevin.
Your sexual market value is currently low, yeah. It's in recession, yeah, like your hairline, yeah. Yeah, you gotta inflate your sexual market value, yeah. You get yourself jacked, tanned, juicy as like me, yeah.
Lightning reactions with that bleep button, Simon.
Yeah, you gotta walk like a man. You gotta talk like a man. You gotta sit like a man. You're not sitting like a man, Chris. I can see you on the screen there. Yeah. That's not masculine. Yeah.
Right.
You gotta sit like a man, like me.
What, on a cushion?
What?
Well, you're having a right go at him, ain't you? But your feet aren't even touching the bloody floor, look.
You can't help how tall you are.
Or how short you are.
You gotta make the most of what you got. I don't focus on height.
Well, of course, because, that'd make you a hypocrite, wouldn't it?
Like I said, you gotta make the most of what you got, because,
I hear you, brother. You're right. You do make the most of it. I mean, you're a part-time actor, aren't you? So you probably make a fortune during the panto season.
All right. Now listen here, brother. You keep that talking. You keep flapping that mouth. I swear, brother, I don't care if this is your show. I'll get down off this chair and I will kick your little ass. You understand me?
I want to fight you.
All right, Grumpy.
Oh, dear.
Calm down. In all seriousness, though, pull that lever on your right so it lowers you down so you can disembark safely.
Motherfucker.
Good catch, Simon. And he's muted. Brilliant.
I'll see you outside.
Alphabetized is a title that doesn't make any sense for the book by Max Alpha.
I said, this guy's nuts.
It's available on Amazon. He's lowered his chair. Right? He's stormed off. Not that I was worried about any physical altercation. I mean, I just put my hand on his forehead, so he can't get near me. I'm used to it. I've got overly excitable nephews.
A mental midget.
Are you okay, Chris? Did that help you? Or did that destroy any remnants of self-esteem you had left?
I don't feel great, to be honest with you. You know.
Listen, sometimes we need to hear the harsh truth, as uncomfortable as it may be. But sometimes when others get glee from talking down to others, you know, and when they're doing it as an influencer, you know, for content and entertainment, publicly shaming someone, you know, it can be a bit cruel.
Yeah.
But there's also the argument that you knew what you were signing up to, you know, so maybe it serves you right. Listen, if you feel there's areas that need improving, that can be improved, then, you know, it's in your gift to do something about it, isn't it? But do it for you, you know, don't do it for the approval of others, especially when those criticising clearly have their own insecurities, you know, and are far from perfect themselves. We've got our resident Agony aunt on Pearl later, so maybe she'll have some better advice for you.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, the questions have already been pre-selected, and it's highly unlikely that we'd have the same person on twice in one show. Have a good year, Chris.
Thank you.
Good luck to you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Simon's saying £126. That's 9 stone, apparently. God, that internet is slow, isn't it? Hey, Simon, do you reckon we could get Max Alpha back for International Women's Day?
Not another radio show? You betcha.
Let's have a song, and this one is dedicated to Malcolm in Whitstable, who often has to go for a walk because the house is just too hot for him, thanks to his parents having control of the thermostat. This one is for Malcolm.
Hot and so hot and so hot and oh. Want a little bit of and a little bit of, take a little bit of, just a little bit of, just a little bit of, just a little bit of. I was like, good gracious, ass bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show patience. I'm waiting for the right time to shoot my steam, you know, waiting for the right time to flash them keys. And I'm leaving, please believe in me and the rest of my heathens. Checking out a lock at the top of the Four Seasons, penthouse, rooftop, birds I'm feeding. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot.
Bring it,
I
bring
wanna
the pants
take
right,
my
let it hang
clothes
on. Mix a little bit of with a little bit of, let it just fall out. Give a little bit of with a little bit of, let it hang all out with a little bit of, and a sprinkle of it, let it just fall out. I like it when you, girl, baby, make it. Oh.
I've just realised that the lyrics in Too Hot by Nelly are completely irrelevant to central heating and elderly parents. So, sorry about that, Malcolm. Right, so Simon thinks that this idea of mine is crap, but I'd like to put it to you listeners. So hear me out. Right, the other day, I was with my pal Richard, and we were reminiscing about old computer games from back in the day. Now, one such game was a scrolling beat-em-up called Double Dragon. Now, my idea is to re-release it, but let's bring it into the 2020s. So it will be called Double Drag. Right, basically, it's two drag queens looking fabulous, walking down the road, beating up bigots. Yeah. I think it's got legs, definitely, with fishnet stockings. I'm joking, but seriously, Sega, Nintendo, if you're listening, highly unlikely, but if you are listening, get in touch.
Not another radio show. From your speakers into your ears, your hearts, and minds. Kevin Dunn really gets inside of you. You're welcome.
We've got another New Year's resolution on the line. It's Gwyndaff from Merthyr Tydfil.
That's where men are men and sheep are careful.
Gwyndaff, hello mate, what's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is to stop phoning into radio shows, because it's costing me a bloody fortune, innit? So, for 2025, I'm not going to do it.
Right, well, you do realise that you've just done exactly that, don't you?
Right you are, then. Bye-bye.
Weird. I mean, seriously weird.
We've had a feature for the blokes. Just to balance things up a little bit, we've got an advert for the ladies. So play the tape, Simon.
Hey ladies, are you a single woman? Do you live alone? Do you long for the sounds of a man in your life? Then you need... Now that's what I call the sounds of Man 4. This is a compendium of the many sounds you'd hear if you were living with a man. Just play this in the background and it'll be just like he's there in your home, without actually having anyone to get under your feet. With classics such as natural gas. Is he running a bath? He can't find the thing.
Yeah, babe, I've looked in the cupboard. I can't see it. It's not in there. It's definitely not in there. You found it? Where was it? In the cupboard? Oh, I looked in there.
Nighttime noises. And new for 2025, he's pretending to listen to you while watching the football.
Ooh. Yeah. 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 Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm listening.
And now that's what I call the sounds of Man 4. Out now.
That sounds good, don't it? Right, we've got a new feature on the show, Doug's Brief Reviews, where Doug is going to review something briefly. You know, he's not going to be reviewing briefs, all right, just for men. He's not that kind of show.
Brief Reviews with Doug.
No expense spared with that jingle, was there? Welcome to the show, Doug. Doug, you there? All right. How's things? All right. Yep. Okay. All right. Good. You don't get bloody paid by the word, do you? Right, so you went to see the film Wicked, didn't you? Have you seen the stage show? No. Okay, so tell us, what did you think of the film? Shit. Thank you, Doug. Maybe another brief review next time, if we can be bothered.
Brief Reviews with Doug.
Always great chat with Kevin Dunn.
We've had a message from Matt J to Keith. Keith, please can you return my portable speaker? You've got my special edition Boombastic Semi-Fantastic Portable Boombox endorsed by Shaggy. You've had it for bloody ages. I want it back as my New Year's resolution is to do more entertaining, so the extra speaker would be handy. Keith, please get in touch. Speaking of New Year's resolutions, we've got another caller on the line. Hello, Mandy. What's your New Year's resolution?
Oh, hi, Kevin. No, I don't actually have a New Year's resolution, but I wanted to get through to you to talk to you about a prize I won from you last week.
Right, you won a prize last week. Go on, remind me.
I won the case of expensive chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah. Don't tell me you've eaten it already.
Not quite, but it's been delivered, and I'm disappointed, to be honest. It's not what you advertised it to be.
What do you mean?
Well, you said that it's expensive chocolate, and it's blatantly chocolate from last year's Advent calendar that haven't sold.
Okay, all right. You know, there might be Advent calendar chocolates, but it's still Lindt, right? So it's still better than going to landfill, ain't it? Although do make sure you eat them by the 22nd of January, which I believe is the best before date. So, but, you know, at least it was presented in a nice case, though, weren't it?
No, it was an old carry case for a Black & Decker drill.
Right, well, again, we're doing our bit for sustainability, aren't we?
It still had a bloody battery charger and a 5mm drill bit in it.
You're welcome. Look, you got some chocolate, right? It was in a case. You didn't pay for it. You know, you got a spare drill bit now, ain't you? And a battery charger for a Black & Decker power drill. So, you know, that's getting more than what you expected in my book. And, You didn't pay anything for it either, so maybe be a little bit more grateful. You know, bloody hell. I mean, we can't even afford a red bulb, so don't expect much of a budget for prizes on this show.
Oh, this is outrageous.
Cut her off, Simon.
No, don't you dare. No, don't you put that phone down on me. No.
Right. Let's have a song. I'll tell you what, this one can be for Mandy, the ungrateful cow. Right, I've just been outside and someone scratched my car. And that someone, I'm pretty certain, is Max Alpha. And I could tell it's him because the scratch is 3/4 of the way down bodywork. That mindless act of vandalism will be dealt with the full force of the law and my insurers, Max Alpha, if you're listening. Lucky for me, there's CCTV outside the building. And says, you what? Does anything work in this building? Yeah, I know you, Simon. It's not all about you, you know. Well, maybe the police will be able to investigate it, you know, if they're not too busy dealing with opinions and tweets that some might find offensive. Just to clarify, you know, that Max Alpha's not even his real name. No, it's his real name is Melvin Troutman. So, yeah. Right, we've had a response from Keith regarding Matt J, saying that Keith has borrowed his Shaggy-endorsed Boombastic Semi-Fantastic portable boombox. Keith has come back and said, and I quote, "It wasn't me."
You cannot be serious!
Speaking of insurance, tenuous link here to you cannot be serious, because insurance, you know, it's one of those things. We all hate paying for it, don't we? And God forbid you ever actually have to use it. But some people actually want to use it, including a couple in America who made not one claim, but 3 claims for damage caused to 3 vehicles at home, caused by a bear. Yeah, damage was caused to the inside of 3 quite prestigious cars when a bear managed to get into them. The proof? CCTV footage. Yeah. However, when watching the CCTV footage, you can clearly see the bear opening the car door, climbing in, scratching things up, climbing into the back, doing some more damage, then leaving the scene. Thing is, upon watching the videos, you think, well, something's not quite right there. I mean, it's suspicious that a bear would consistently come back and damage 3 vehicles that happen to be parked in the same spot in front of the CCTV camera. I mean, it either has a real issue about their parking in that spot, you know, kind of like some neighbours being funny about you parking outside their house, you know, but they don't have a drop curb, do they? So technically you can park there. Or, you know, does the bear just naturally have a vendetta against this couple, you know? Again, like a neighbour who flicks their dog's shit over the fence into the neighbouring garden and into the children's paddling pool. You know, I haven't done that, by the way. You know, hasn't even crossed my mind. But upon review of the CCTV footage, it's bloody obvious that it's someone in a bloody costume. Yeah, basically their car's getting vandalised by Bungle from Rainbow. Yeah, I appreciate that's quite a dated reference these days. Anyway, police visited the policy orders to discover a bear costume, and they were arrested for fraud. And the video is available online if you want to see it. So let's have a song for this, and this is a band as savage as that wild bear. Yes, it's Savage Garden with The Animal Song.
Superstars and cannonballs are running through your head. And television freak show cops and robbers everywhere. Subway makes me nervous, people pushing me too far. I got to break away, so take my hand out, 'cause I want to live like animal, careless and free. Like animal. I want to live, I want to run through the jungle, the wind in my hair and the sand at my feet.
Speaking of animals,
Cats are bastards.
I'm lucky to be alive after sustaining car crash injuries tripping over my cat. A UK man miraculously survived after sustaining a broken neck, fractured spine, smashed ribs, blood in his lungs, and other car crash evoking injuries from tripping over his cat. But here's the thing. His cat, that he's called Eric Morecambe, this is genuine, Eric Morecambe, jumped out, latched onto his leg and took a chunk out of it while he was at the top of his staircase, causing him to fall to the bottom and be stuck paralysed for 14 bloody hours until his wife returned from her night shift. Now, despite this, he says, "Oh, the cat's adorable and he's only young." Right, I don't take umbrage with that. It's just one of them things. His injuries were indeed catastrophic. Well, if you ask me, right, he didn't trip over it, right? He's at the top of the stairs minding his own business, and then Eric Morecambe jumped out and took a chunk out of his leg. You know, Eric Morecambe did the damage. Had he just recently put Eric Morecambe on his life insurance, and Eric Morecambe's thinking, "I'm going to cash in here." You know, you don't know, do you? You don't know. They're horrible things. I think it's safe to say that this is another example that this cat, right, Eric Morecambe, is definitely a bastard.
Cats are bastards.
We've had a few messages from people saying that their New Year's resolution is to go vegan.
Vegan sausage rolls.
So, to Patricia, Brian, Pete, Angela and Dawn, good luck with that. This one's for you.
Eat steak, eat a big old steer. Eat steak, do we have one deer? Eat beef, it's a mighty good food. It's a great day meal when I'm in the mood. Cowpokes will come from near and far when you throw a few ribeyes on the farm. Roberta Duran ate 2 before a fight, 'cause it gives a mighty man an awful lot of mighty might. Eat steak, eat a big old steer. Eat steak, do we have one deer? Eat beef, it's a mighty good food. It's a great day meal when I'm in the mood. Eat meat, filet mignon. Eat meat, eat it all day long. Eat a few T-bones till you get your fill. Eat a New York cut, hot off the grill. Eat steak, eat a big old steer. Eat steak, do we have one deer? Eat beef, it's a mighty good food. It's a great day meal when I'm in the mood. Eat a cow, 'cause it's good for you. Eat a cow, it's a thing that goes moo.
We've got another caller on the line. We've got Phil with his New Year's resolution. Go on, Phil.
Hello there. I don't actually have a New Year's resolution, but after the caller complaining about their prize earlier on, I wanted to do the same.
What?
I was the winner of the OnlyFans voucher, yeah.
All right, yeah. Congratulations. Enjoy.
But it wasn't an OnlyFans voucher, was it? It was a John Lewis voucher.
Yeah, I know. It was a voucher to buy a fan from John Lewis. You could only buy a fan with it. What's the
But
problem?
it's not an OnlyFans voucher, is it?
It's a voucher for fans. And only fans, as in, you can't use it for anything else, at John Lewis.
But I can't get gratification from that, can I?
We'll say that again when we have another bloody 30-something degree summer, you know, global warming
I
and all
mean
that.
sexual gratification.
Well, you know, if we've got a weird kink, then you could, yeah.
Oh dear, well you have given me no other option but to go to the Ofcom about this.
You're a shadow!
Go on then. How to tell the regulator that you're a degenerate without actually telling them you're a degenerate. Dear Ofcom, I thought I was going to be able to perv on some young woman with a webcam, but instead I got a voucher for a stylish pedestal fan with an extended warranty. Get a life, mate. Get a life. What is it with people nowadays? No gratitude whatsoever.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Men of the North. There have been many greats with wit, charm, intelligence, and a sexuality that resides in the lone fantasies of married women, up and down the nation. Jim Bowen.
That's right, number 8. That's the nest of tables, and they really are beautiful tables.
Fred Dibnah.
Delilah.
And fisherman Robson Green.
Caviar. Probably the most expensive food on the planet.
Well, that's the first time I've ever tasted caviar. And the last. It tastes like shit.
Well, now there's a new cat in town, and his name is Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, that's all well and good, Simon, but you do not go into a fridge and help yourself to another man's hummus. It's ridiculous.
Help yourself to as much Kevin Dunn as you like. Just don't eat his hummus. This is not another radio show.
Yeah, that's how Ian Botham ended up allergic to sprouts. Yeah, right. Time for our next guest. We're on to the final part of the show now, and it's time to introduce not another radio show's very own Agony aunt, Pearl Singer. It's time for Pearl of Wisdom.
Need advice on life's little dilemmas?
I've got money! I'm claustrophobic, Darren!
From heartaches to headaches. From homesickness to hemorrhoids. Nothing is off limits.
Do you know what? I don't deserve both. Forget it. I'm so upset. That is so sad.
Well, maybe it's time that you got your own Pearl of Wisdom.
Hello, darlings.
Welcome to the show, Pearl. It's your first time with us. How are you?
Yes, love, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Yes, new year, new me.
Right.
So I thought I'd do that couch to 5k, and I thought, well, I'm going to have to get prepared. So I went shopping.
Right.
But they didn't have any settees I like for in sale, so I didn't bother.
Right. Could you give the listeners an idea of your background, please, Pearl? Because you're giving life advice to people. You know, people are going to be thinking, what experience has she got? You know, what can she tell me? Who is she? What's the background? Tell us a bit about you, your qualifications, etc.
Well, I've been on club circuit for over 30 years, singing all the classics. Simply the Best by Tina Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Respect by Aretha Franklin. Divorce by Big Tits Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
And Gangnam Style by that little chubby middle-aged Korean fella.
Right.
In fact, there used to be a Korean fella that was chairman at Park and Arborthorne Club.
Yeah,
and he,
Look, I'm gonna have to interrupt there. Sorry, but you know, we've got some letters to do. You know, it's we better just crack on. Can we just crack on, please? You know, I've only got half hour left on parking, so right, we've got some letters for our listeners. God help them. I'm going to start with the first one. All right, so here we go. Dear Pearl, I'm 36 stone, and the doctors told me to lose weight. He suggested that I do yoga. I can't even touch my collarbone, let alone my toes. So if I do get on the ground, I might not ever be able to get back up. You know, what should I do?
fucking yoga.
Right, too slow there, Simon. Too slow. Keep up. Carry on, Pearl.
You don't ever want to do yoga, love. Because for one, only dogs and cats need to be able to lick their own arsehole.
True.
And two, middle-aged women don't belong on the floor.
Right, yeah.
It's not comfortable.
It's not.
Now, if you've ever seen a middle-aged woman on floor, it's because we've fallen over. Or we've tumbled, as my nana used to say.
Oh.
So, unless you start doing yoga on chairs, or two chairs for you, love, you want no chuffing part of it, thank you. Namaste. And namaste on this bar stool, thank you very bleeding much. Anyway, I went to yoga once, and I had to stop going because I couldn't cope.
Right.
My mate Val kept opening her arse chakra when she was doing downwards dog.
Yeah.
And anyway, it's dangerous, all that farting.
Good God.
Val kicked out enough methane to melt a polar ice cap.
Oh.
Greta Thunberg had to come and have a word with her, and she was told to stop going.
How dare you?
And I know that yoga's supposed to give you all that inner chuffing peace and all that shite, but they were frightened. The whole coastal towns would be falling into sea every time she'd try and squeeze herself into lotus position. It's a dangerous chuffing do.
I had no idea.
Do something else, love.
Solid advice there, Pearl. Thank you. The second letter we've got here. Right, Dear Pearl, I cannot seem to get a man. I don't know what it is. The best I can do to meet my desires to shack up with married men. I know I'm not the most attractive woman. I make babies cry, dogs bark at me, and I've been told that I've got a face like a baboon's arse. I might not be attractive, but I do know how to please a man by taking my teeth out. Any advice? And that is from Miserable Pat.
Oh, well, Pat, dear me. This, I think, is the classic case of a wheelie bint.
A what?
Best taken out once a week in the dark by bin men.
That makes sense.
Now, near me, Beryl Bone Shrinker, also known as Brown Bagger Beryl, set up a fugly disco at our local club.
Right.
On first Tuesday of every month for people with faces like half-melted Yankee candles. Now, it's similar to a silent disco.
Yeah.
But instead it's a blind disco.
Right.
Because they turn all lights off, making everyone immediately more attractive. And it saves money as well. It saves environment. And it makes beer pumps work more effectively for some reason. And it's been really successful. We've seen 3 weddings and 4 fuck ugly grotesque looking babies brought into the world.
What a beautiful story.
At least that hippocrocopig gene is still being passed down from generation to generation. They're all running round club. So maybe try something like that, Pat.
Right, final letter. Dear Pearl, my dog started attacking the postman. Hearing the commotion, I dashed outside to help. Long story short, Max has been put to sleep and I'm getting dubbed for GBH for breaking the postman's nose. I'm heartbroken about my dog. And I'm not sleeping at night, not from grief, but because I'm worried I might get bummed if I get sent down. Any advice, please? And that is from Mike. I mean, it's, look, as a man, it's something that I think crosses all our minds. If we're to get wrongly accused of something, wrongly imprisoned, you send a tweet, next thing you know, you're in prison. What? I'm a good-looking fella. Is there a risk I'm going to get bummed? What advice have you got for Mark, Pearl?
There's a couple of things you can do here. A member of my family, my brother Jeff, has got lived experience of this, and let me tell you, his arsehole is still intact.
Good.
So one thing you can do is find the daddy, the biggest, meanest, butchest bloke on your wing. You go up to him, you look him in the eye, and you say with complete confidence and commitment, "Please, will you bum me?"
Right.
Now, I know that seems counterintuitive, but it will definitely work because it's reverse psychology, isn't it?
Is it?
And our Jeff's told me this, and it did work.
I'm not really sure if that's how it's supposed to work, really.
Well, alternatively, you make it your mission to let people know that you're pretty loose around back passage.
Right, okay.
So there's no point even going there. It's like a Mars bar up M1. But drop it in subtle. Like when meeting people for the first time, you say, "Hey up mate, I'm Mike." Or as people tend to call me, "Loose ass Mike," because I've got a back passage like an open tumble dry door.
Right.
Eventually, your reputation will spread. so that your arse cheeks won't have to.
Good luck with that, Mike, and let us know how you get on. If you got one phone call a week, though, don't ring us, especially for that. Use it for something else. Thank you, Pearl. I think you've definitely helped them and many others as well. Many other listeners that we've got. We've only got about 5, but you've definitely helped someone. I'm sure of it. With your incredible wisdom, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Thank you, love, and thanks for having me. It's dry January, isn't it? So I'm off to Barnsley Market to stock up on tenner ladies.
Thanks, Pearl.
See you later, love.
Hey, you, listening to this right now. If you've enjoyed this, then you evidently have impeccable taste. Why not share that great taste with your friends, family, acquaintances, and even that person at work you secretly cannot stand? That way you'll be sharing good karma, and Kevin's cool chat will be dribbling into plenty of other gaping ear holes. No, don't keep this as your own dirty little secret, like a selfish lemon. Available on YouTube or by WhatsApp. And if you have a dedication, you can email Kevin at notanotherradioshow@gmail.com. Always great chat with Kevin Dunn.
Thank you to all of you listening now. Please do share this with people. My New Year's resolution is to get this up to double figures, in terms of listeners, Thanks to Ingrid and producer Simon with his lightning reflexes with the bleep button.
Nice job, team.
We're on YouTube now as well, so that like, subscribe, and all that. We've got one last dedication, and this is to all the men who purchased a pleather, that's a plastic leather studded adult nappy to wear at rock gigs, so you don't have to go to the actual toilets in the venue, and instead you can just relax, and do what you need to do in the middle of the mosh pit. I'm not joking. This is a real thing. You can look it up. This is a real thing. They were sold out. Nothing says metal like jumping around in big plastic briefs filled with your own waste, does it? That's the world we live in now. Adults willingly choosing to soil themselves.
Disgusting!
This one's for all of those blokes. We're going to play Def Leppard with Let It Go, because the chorus goes, let it rock, let it roll, let it go. And I think that summarises that whole thing perfectly, don't you? And until next time, take care of yourselves. I kiss you on both cheeks, metaphorically. And see you next time. Cheers.
This episode of Not Another Radio Show was written, performed, and edited by Dan Gallagher, with writing contributions from Ingrid Hellock, and starring Ingrid Hellock as Cheryl, Mandy, and Pearl Singer. This was a bald man in a spare room production for whoever wants to listen.